Hey there friends, welcome to Binge Don't Cringe. It's your boy Navneet Rajendran, also known as Navarupter X, and I'm here joined by two very lovely friends. Guys,
Mike,
Mike
but they call
Love
me Naveen.
and
Sir, my name Kesavam.
our name Kesharam. We are doing that bit again. Okay then. Don't don't let these guys deceive you. They are
Sir,
very.
small bit become big bit, sir.
These guys are very
What?
dangerous. As you can already see, Keshav Ram is the loose cannon of this duo, and Naveen is the good by the books cop. And these guys are bad boys.
Bad boys, bad
Bad
boys, what
boys,
you
what you
gonna
gonna
do? What you
do?
gonna do? They
Holy.
come for you, bad boys, bad boys.
Before we start about talking about this movie, full context. Naveen hasn't seen the first two parts. This is his first Bad Boys movie. Keshav Ram is very well acquainted with all the three films by now. He has seen first two parts multiple times, and I have, on the other hand, seen the first two parts really long time ago. I barely remember anything from it, and I've seen the third part recently. So Naveen, since you are the newest to the Bad Boys thing, how about you go first?
I mean, I've heard a lot about Bad Boys, but I mean, I never actually watched the movie, so obviously I'm a little bit like there was some old references that I probably missed. But overall, the movie was, I want to say it was okay, like not too bad, but I guess it doesn't really leave a standing impression. And as I was saying, there was a lot of stuff that I didn't really probably get. But overall, the action was pretty solid. The story was pretty shit, and obviously, just for Mike and Marcus's chemistry, I'd
You
definitely
love, yeah.
say that's
Will Smith's
it's worth a
charisma,
one-time watch.
yeah. Will Smith's charisma and Martin Lawrence's what
Yeah, Will Smith has some mad
comedic,
charisma, and Martin Lawrence is funny as shit, dude. Yeah,
yeah.
Dude, their
Both of them
chemistry is
bounce off
fine.
very
Their
well.
chemistry is amazing.
yeah, the chemistry they complement each other so well. It's like
I'm
ridiculous.
going to bounce off echo what Naveen just said, and I'm going to I have the basically the same opinion. The film is edited very well. It's very fast paced. It's very entertaining, but story wise, it doesn't have much to look further than like what it's showing. Weirdly enough, there weren't. It's just something I noticed. Like I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but there weren't many establishing shots. It's just cut from people being in one place to another place very quickly. The characters, I want to talk about the characters, but let's save it for the spoiler section. But here comes the most valued Keshav Ram, who's very well acquainted with all the three series. He's very big fan of Martin Lawrence. And so, Keshav, what did you think about the film?
Um, the third part was an okay thing, but I would have suggested you to watch the first part if you were beginning with the franchise. And moreover, like I was just happy to see Martin Lawrence in the movie, dude. Like I haven't seen him in a movie like for so long, and it was nice to see him. And I'm a huge fan, as you told. Like, that's it, dude. Basically, the movie was okay-ish. It was fine. It was an entertaining movie, but it was okay. It was also directed by two fanboys of Bad Boys, dude.
Oh,
Two guys who,
what are
yeah,
the
yeah,
who directed it?
two Adil El Arbi and Bilal Falah.
The Belgian fellas, right? They're big
Yeah,
Bad Boys fan, huh?
yeah, dude.
Huh. Nice.
So it was like they tried to recreate some iconic shots and moments and all. It couldn't just reach the original level, dude. The base of the
Yeah, it's
franchise is,
so
I'll
hard to
tell you.
resonate with the original.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah,
The base of
have you
this
guys ever seen a
franchise,
movie in which the sequel actually made up to the original one?
Godfather 2,
Singham 2.
man. God
Singham 2.
damn it!
Singham, Singham.
How far away, how like on the opposite side of the spectrum the answers were.
Dude, I haven't watched Singham 2.
Some
Especially like if you say the Bad Boys 2 was one of the best sequels, dude. It was really nice to the first part. They flopped it with the third one. I'm damn sure if Michael Bay had done the third part, it would have been equally good to the first two parts.
Does Michael Bay still direct movies as much as he used to? I don't think he's directed anything
He has
in like a couple
reduced
years,
ever
right?
since Transformers. Yeah.
Yeah, Transformers. Yeah, he switched. Transformers 1 and 2, I can't. Okay, yeah, we probably
Yeah,
talked about
dude.
it.
Nowadays they don't allow you to use a lot of explosives and stuff, right? Because the environmental conditions and stuff.
Dude, all of Michael Bay's
As
movies,
soon
as soon as the main guy turns around, there are so many
as, soo-
explosions. Oh my
as soon as
god.
they were like, okay, we'll be having control, like we'll be reducing the number of explosions per film. Michael Bay would have thrown
Uh,
his cap and like, I'm done. Thrown
no,
his
no, no.
Yeah,
hands
fuck
up in
this, and
the
then he
air.
just leaves.
I'm
No, no, no.
done.
He wouldn't have done that. What he would have done is he would have just attached his contract to a bomb and then threw it through the production house. He would have finished it off with an explosive.
Yep.
Those would
Going out
Legend,
with
dude,
a going
legend,
out with a
legend,
bang. Okay. Let's talk about let's talk about the production side of the film. Movie is well
Wait,
shot.
wait, wait. As I was saying, the franchise, the base of this franchise, whole franchise is action, the production, the huge, humongous production, okay, and the quality production that they do. And then third is the pair. That is Martin Lawrence and Will Smith.
Naveen,
I
you?
think right now it's
No,
the
but
highest grossing
no, no.
movie of 2020.
Yeah, dude.
Ooh,
If you
that's impressive.
Yeah. I mean, are you surprised, dude? Kidding
Seriously.
me? It had 90s following, 2000s following. Everybody was gonna watch this movie, irrespective of how shitty of a sequel it was. People have to watch it. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
have
First
to.
one released in 95, 2003, and then 2020.
And then
17 years.
2020. That's so long, and 17 years hype, dude.
That's cool, bro. No, but regardless of the previous two films, about like this specific film, production value, what did you think about the way it was shot, the way?
I really like the way it was shot and all, dude.
Mm.
Everything was
Yeah, they
nice.
invested a lot of money and a lot of like technology in order to film it properly. I'm pretty sure I personally enjoyed it. Like I said, it was a very entertaining movie. I just wish the story wasn't such a letdown. But like for entertainment value, definitely it's definitely a good movie. Like there was not although I wasn't like super engaged like you mentioned. I don't think there was one point of time where I took my eyes off the screen and was like, yeah, fuck this, I'm watching it later. Like I watched it in one go.
Yeah, yeah, it's very same. The film is like really well shot. I like, I don't know why they do this, but like, I don't know if it's for establishing or more of like the style of the film. They like have this little drone shots every now and then, like, and it's edited very like,
Yeah.
very like. Hey, am I the only one who felt like this film like? This film was bit of a Tamil movie. Is that weird?
Yes,
We-
nobody. It was Peta Velan made a cameo. Peta Rajinikanth made a cameo at the end.
Okay. This movie gave me very Tamilish vibe with its storytelling. Very like, not as like
Dude, I'll tell you,
very
Tamil films are really entertaining and fun.
yeah
But we've spoiled
Damn
it in the
entertaining.
last decade. Okay, the
Yeah.
format is pretty fun.
yeah
Okay.
yeah
Agreed.
The kind of
exactly. No, no.
turns and
The
stories
word
that we
Like the
word
weird ass plot
the
twist.
word
It's like watching an Indian version of Game of Thrones, bro. Every
the
single Tamil movie
word
is
the
just like
word
plot
that
twist, and you have to
Keshav
plan so
used
much
was
shit.
the
It's
right.
crazy.
I was like searching for that word format. It has a very Tamil movie format. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, shall we move into the spoilers? Shall we talk about the story?
No. We'll do the favorite characters first. Favorite
Oh,
character.
man. Okay, Naveen, you go first. You are the first one to watch this film.
I don't know. Circle back to me. I need a minute to think because like it's really hard to choose, bro. This is both so good. I can't choose.
Dude, obviously favorite character would be with the two main people, dude. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. But I'll just say that Martin Lawrence gets a higher hand from my side, dude. I don't know why. Big Willie, Will Smith, you've seen him in all the movies, dude. Big Willie, okay. I just
Big Willie.
dude, at one point it was his rapper name and all, dude. Rapper nickname.
Dude, I was so surprised when I heard a Will Smith song. I was just like, wait, this guy used to rap? Because like he has such a famous acting career. Nobody remembers his rapping career, dude.
Dude, he is a multifaceted person, dude. What is it?
Yeah, so Keshav, does
No,
this
wait, wait.
story
Just.
have any? No, no. One question: does this story have
Mm.
anything to do with the previous two films? Any any connection there?
Uh-huh. No, no, no.
No,
Not
la.
much.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Completely standalone, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because
I mean, like you said, I think they tried to replicate certain older scenes, but
Yeah, Martin Lawrence is my favorite character, dude. Marcus is my favorite character because like you've seen Will Smith in all of these films and you know what he can
what to
do. But
expect? Okay, okay.
yeah, dude. But Martin Lawrence, after a long time, he's just that kind of person that
Relatable? Is it
not
relatable for you?
relatable, dude.
Hmm.
I look up to Martin Lawrence, dude. How he lives. Okay, I'll just go into a slight small anecdote. Okay, you know Dave Chappelle, right?
yeah.
Yeah, there was a point when this guy Martin Lawrence went into a coma. Okay, and then Dave Chappelle goes to visit him in the hospital. Okay, goes and visits him in the hospital, and what happened? Okay, he wakes up, and Dave asks him how do you feel? Okay, this guy after he's in a coma and he had a heart attack and all that. Okay, he had a heart attack and then went into a coma and stuff like that. Okay, he woke up and said that's the best sleep that I've ever had in my life. Just that mental stability, dude. That kind of that
What a
attitude.
baller. What a baller. Dude, that's damn respectable, dude. Damn respectable. Holy shit.
Nice, dude.
That's the ultimate chill, dude. Like I look up to Martin Lawrence a lot, dude. He's like he's really talented and stuff. But just that attitude, it just amuses me.
Nice.
And seeing him in a movie after
That's
so long, like it was
very, very
it was
quick
very
witted.
heartwarming, dude. It was
Ah,
something like that. It was
nice.
very wholesome on the Mari.
Damn.
Dope,
Okay,
dope.
and before anybody runs into it, okay, DJ Khaled, buddy.
He's
He
my
can't act.
favorite
DJ
character, bro.
Khaled.
Damn it.
Okay,
He
he
What an
was my favorite
icon. What
he
an
character.
okay,
icon.
he can't act for shit. If somebody is pointing a gun to his head and they're like, you have 20 seconds to live, and he'll be like, please buy this Chirac vodka and use Beats by Dr. Dre.
Oh, good
He'll advertise
lord.
some shit and then he'll
Fact.
die.
DJ
God,
Khaled was such a
God
legend, dude.
damn, man. I was not expecting DJ Khaled in this film. As soon as I saw him, I knew.
Dude, as soon as I saw him, as soon as I saw his stomach and then I went up and I saw his beard, I was like, yeah, I fucking know who this guy is. I did not need to look at his face. I did not
I
need to
was
look at his
like,
face.
okay, this right here is my favorite character.
Okay, in all fairness, I am surprised that he didn't scream DJ Khaled in the movie like he does in
Why?
every
Why?
single one of his
Why
fucking
would he?
songs.
Why would he?
DJ Khaled, dude, oh
Can
my
you,
god.
man?
Drives
This
me
man
nuts,
in the
bro.
butcher just going like DJ Khaled, and Mike was like, "Who the fuck are you talking about?" Breaks his fucking arm. No, but to be fair, my favorite character has to be. I think I'll echo what Keshav said, and I'll be like Marcus because I don't know. He's a very like relatable in the sense of like how he is, how like he's like kind of religious. He promised God that he won't resort to violence if it means it could. That scene right there was like, okay, damn, he cares a lot about Mike. And I was like, okay. The only reason I'm not choosing Mike is because Mike in the first half comes off a bit, what to say, not arrogant. He doesn't
He does
care.
come across as arrogant, bro.
Yeah, he's like, no, but that's not like he is.
Dude, he is just that
in-
overpowering character,
He's
dude.
inherently
Yeah,
arrogant,
yeah.
dude. But he
No.
doesn't.
And he's childish, dude. Like, he's relatively immature compared to Martin Lawrence in the movie. Like, you can tell from the get-go that this guy, he has a grandson, and this guy, isn't even married, doesn't have a family and stuff
That's
like
very
that.
true.
So I think that's like a pretty big gap between the two of them and stuff.
He doesn't basically
Okay.
Mike doesn't care
Okay.
about Marcus because Marcus wants to retire and Mike kind of manipulates him into staying into the group, but
Yeah,
luckily,
dude, that thing happens, yeah.
luckily Marcus was like a bit smarter and he was like, no, I can't do this, bye. And he just that was kind of surprising that they did that because I thought at this part because I thought this movie wasn't going to be all that like deep. I thought like at this part Marcus was like, yeah, bad boys for life, brofist, and then they go on to this adventure. Naveen, so yeah, I think Keshav's anecdote, his thoughts about Martin Lawrence and the whole bit with DJ Khaled would have given you enough
Dave
time to
Chappelle,
think
yeah.
who your favorite character is.
Yeah,
Who's your
no,
favorite
I'd
character?
probably go with Mike, to be honest. Just for sole character development, because the thing is, Marcus, although he's a very cool character, it doesn't really change over the course of the movie. Like, he doesn't grow, he already has a soft spot for Mike and stuff.
Oh,
But you can see
okay,
Mike
okay.
start off as an utter dumb fuck, and then at the end of the movie, you realize that, he's grown up and he's realized all this stuff. I don't want to mention the spoilers, but you can just tell that as a person, he's kind of grown and he's shown more compassion, and he's like starting to prioritize his life and stuff like that. And bro, Will Smith, dude, Will Smith is such an icon, dude. Like, when they walk into the
Charisma.
club and stuff, he's such a baller, dude. I swear to God, I don't think there's a single role on this planet that Will Smith will not seem bad at. Like, dude, he's a complete fashion icon. He looks dope. His voice is straight fire, dude. There's nothing wrong with Will Smith, dude. And one more character that I like. This might be a hot take, but the cyber guy, dude. The cyber guy who was buff as hell. Like,
What?
his character was
Yeah, yeah,
pretty
no,
subtle.
no,
I
no,
think his name
no, no.
was
Yeah,
Dawn.
his character was really nice.
It's- it was a
Oh,
pretty insignificant
I
character,
really
but
want to talk
overall,
about
I
the other
liked him.
characters, but let's save them for the spoilers part. So, I
And
think,
overall, I really liked his character just because he was like huge, and he was soft-hearted and stuff. Crazy.
Okay, have you at least?
shall we move to the spoilers?
Okay.
Spoilers?
Yes, buddy.
Okay then. Okay, so who wants to summarize the story?
Navneet,
I'll go
you can
ahead,
do
bro.
that, buddy. Oh, okay.
Will
Navneet.
Smith, Will Smith
Huh?
finds out that he has a fucking kid, and he's angry. Done.
Yeah.
Over. Plot. Movie done, bro.
Wait.
I'm kidding. Navneet, you go ahead and give a proper summary.
Yeah, I think it's best left to Keshav because he's very
Dude,
passionate
you
about
continue, you continue, because I can't tell a story for shit, dude.
Okay then, the story is basically it has been a while. These two guys have been bad boys for a while now, and well, it starts with Marcus's daughter giving birth. Very, very significant, and obviously to set up how much of a badass Will Smith is, the film starts with a car chase. Keshav, why don't you tell me about the car that was involved in it?
Buddy, it's a Porsche 911, buddy. It's the latest model.
Okay. Well, Keshav here is the car buff of
Yeah,
the.
also,
Yes.
in every movie, there's an amazing supercar that Mike
Yeah,
Lowry
yeah.
always owns.
I don't remember much of the two films, but I do remember the cars in them. Keshav is the car buff of the trio. So, anyways, Marcus's daughter is giving birth. Marcus goes there. It starts with a nice, like, it's all like going good for the characters. They are in a comfortable spot. Marcus is thinking about retiring, but Mike is obviously like, nah, man, you shouldn't retire because as the title of the film suggests, we are for life. And this all changes when Marcus is suddenly shot and killed. I will kill with air quotes because
Wait, you
movie
just say
wants us
killed?
to yeah, with air quotes. With air quotes because the film wants us to think that
yeah.
Mike might be in actual real danger. Oh, and before I messed up, the film doesn't start like the car chase and shit. Before that, there is a scene of a woman escaping from a Mexican prison, and the woman says we have to kill someone. So obviously this and that is related. The film continues. Marcus retires for the say. He prays. Is very like religious. He prays to God. He promises that if God lets Mike live, he'll retire. He'll not shoot any. He won't kill anyone. So that happened. Marcus retires. Mike tries to get him back into the game. Marcus is like, no, bro, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. I'm not doing this shit again. Obviously, Mike doesn't give a shit. He wants to find the one who took bulletproof. Is bulletproof in the previous two part was bulletproof Mike really like his nickname or something? Keshav?
Dude, he never gets shot, dude. That's it. He just walks into 50 people, 70 people, and then
Hmm.
doesn't get shot and comes out.
Rajnikant, bro,
Ta-da-ta,
Rajnikant.
ta-ta-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta. So, anyways, that happens. He's very angry about this. He goes vigilant for some time. Obviously, the captain of the certain team called Ammo has a soft spot for him. He lets him join the team. Again, Will Smith
Will
messes.
Smith,
So,
come on, carry on, buddy, carry on,
Mike,
buddy.
Mike, Mike messes up. He gets the dealer of a gun deal kill because that's how he's tracking his shooter. And for a while, everything goes to shit. It seems like Mike cannot do this anymore, and obviously he gets his shit together. The film continues. Uh, Marcus comes back for his boy Will Smith so that he doesn't die like an very reckless idiot that he is. Mike has a few tuffles with his. Should we just say it? Should we just say that it's his son?
Dude,
Yep, we should.
is it actually his son? No.
Yeah, it is, bro.
Hey, yeah, dude, it's actually his son. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's his son.
Dude, 8 months. They had sex 1 month before she went to jail, and then 8 months later the kid was born. Obviously, he had to be the father, and he looks like him also in the mirror. You know that end scene when he's
Dude.
strangling
And
him in the mirror. They
and
kind
Wait a
of look
minute.
similar.
also
Wait a
no,
minute. Wait a
that's
minute. Wait. Wait.
I know you might be
Uh,
thinking it might be her husband, but there's a dialogue specifically mentioned saying that her husband was like infertile or something.
Yeah, he can't have babies, dude.
He
Yeah.
can't.
wait. At the end, right during the final fight. Okay, before the kid gets shot,
Yeah.
his kid gets shot. There's a shot where Will Smith falls down, and then he's lying next to this guy, Martin Lawrence, and
Yeah.
then he's like, "What are you doing?" And then he's like, he uses, "I'm trying to penetrate his soul
The
through with
soul
my
using
heart."
my heart. Yeah.
Using my heart,
Yeah.
dude.
Hmm.
He tells that. Okay, he tells that after. He tells the guy that. Yeah, my son. Doesn't
Yeah.
that explain that he's not his kid? He's just playing him,
No.
dude.
No,
I
dude,
think
it's
I
definitely
thought
his
it
kid
was
because there, no,
that
no,
way.
there are clear indicators. There are clear indicators that they were a child. The mirror scene was one. In the mirror when he was looking at him, they kind of looked a little
Yeah,
similar. I felt like the resemblance. And then after
Uh,
that, he let
all,
him go. And then at the end, before the witch dies, the kid's all like, "Is he my dad?" in
Bruja.
Spanish, and then she's all like, "How does it
Yeah,
matter to you?" Because that means the answer is yes. Otherwise, she would have just said, "No, kill him," right? I feel like it was actually his kid. And he went and visited him at the end, right, in jail.
he fights with his son a few times, and then the captain dies. People related to a certain case start dropping one by one, killed by obviously his son. And then what happens is all this leads to a tuffle, like a chase scene in the highway where they try to catch the right hand man of the assassin Will Smith's son. What's his son's like Will Smith's like Mike's son's name?
I don't remember at all.
Will Smith's son's name is
Jaden.
Jaden Smith.
No. You know what
Dumb
I
fuck.
mean. You know what I mean. I
The
don't need to.
OG Jaden Smith, dude.
But yeah, I had to
Karate
do it.
Kid.
I know. As soon as that left my mouth, I was like expecting one of you to say
Armando is his name.
Armando. Yeah. Armando's right hand man, who coincidentally also that was another scene. I don't know. I chuckled at. Who coincidentally worked under, like, who trained under Martin Lawrence's character Marcus as a sports player, and as soon as he wakes up, he calls Martin Lawrence a dickhead. I don't know why that brought a.
Oh yeah, that was his coach, right?
Yeah.
He was like his coach or something.
So through him, they find a mobile phone, and from the mobile phone, Mike can like start chatting with the wife. It turns out he was in a deep cover operation where he was like uh, digging out people from a certain mafia, and obviously he starts cucking a certain cucking a certain dude.
Cuck.
He starts cucking a certain dude. He starts cucking the Don, right?
Okay.
He
I have no clue what you're talking about, dude.
cuck.
Yeah, I don't remember jack shit of what you're saying. That's why I let you take the story, dude. I don't remember anything. All I remember was he had a son who he wanted to kill. That's
No,
pretty much it.
you guys don't
Oh,
cucking.
and the main girl was hot. I remember that. She was pretty hot, dude.
No, Nuana Poles or something like that. Her name is.
Yeah,
No,
Rita,
no, no,
Rita.
not the bad
Rita,
girl.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
not the bad
Yeah,
girl.
yeah, no, no, no.
The head of
Ammo,
Ammo, dude.
Yeah, yeah. I'm talking about her.
Yeah,
only.
dude, Rita.
Rita.
Oh, that was her name. I don't
Yeah.
remember anything, dude.
It can be so much better than this. Oh yeah. By cucking I mean like he fucked his wife behind his back, the dog's wife.
Nice.
Okay.
Very good
So
vocabulary, my friend.
Bruh, come on, bruh. Cuck has been a term for a while now.
Eh,
So,
okay, okay.
okay,
Yeah, I
anyways.
think
I know.
Shakespeare coined the term, right? Cuckold. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
Shakespeare
so.
actually invented the
I'm-
word cuck, yes.
Yeah.
I have no idea if that's true or not, but I'm going to take
Ah,
your
yeah,
take your,
it is true, dude.
I'm going to take your word on it. So that happens.
Okay, let me do some research and get back to you.
Mike has the option. He can either
I'm-
run away with
I'm
the
already on
love
it.
of his life, or he can like stay true to his badge and give her up. And what do you think Mike does? Mike doesn't do that. Mike obviously is loyal to his badge, or else the first trilogy wouldn't have happened. And the film ends with the villain La Bruja dying, and well, Mike reconnecting with his friends. No, I mean reconnected with his estranged son. Whew,
Okay.
that was a long one. I'm sorry, there were many distractions here and there. Go ahead, guys. What did
Cool.
you think about the story?
Story sucked. I like the way it was executed, and
Huh.
I would watch the film even another time, dude.
What about you?
I
Navin?
think I think I watched this
Nope.
film, Mitchell, 4 times.
You're lying.
What?
No way you saw this 4 times.
No fucking way.
Yeah,
No fucking
yeah, I watched it 4 times and I still don't remember shit, dude. That's
That's
how.
that's amazing, bro. Here I thought I had like completely no memory of this film. So what I thought about personally about this film was like, other than these two guys had to carry the whole film on their backs, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, Mike, and because all the other characters were very either underwritten or very boring. Do you guys remember that hacker boy?
Yeah, dude,
Yeah, bro.
dude, you.
The one scene he hates Mike because he's the old guy, and they like the scene right before the ending. They are both like, yeah, bro fist.
Oh,
Let's
you mean that guy, not the hacker guy, the other dude. Yeah, okay.
oh
okay, now I know who you're
oh
talking
sorry, not the tall buff.
about. Hacker guy was the big guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
not-
now I know who you're talking.
Sorry, yeah. That
The Chad guy, no.
the Chad, yeah,
dude.
the Chad.
Yeah, the Chad dude. Yeah.
The millennial is he? I think he's millennial. The millennial cool guy versus the boomer.
Yeah, the
cool
millennial
guy.
of the group. Yeah, for sure. He was kind of dumb, dude. His character didn't do jack shit for the plot.
Didn't do jack shit. What about the other female character? I don't even remember her name.
What, Kelly?
Was that Kelly? Was that her name? She.
Vanessa Hudgens, right? From High School Musical. That chick, Gabriella.
Yeah. She had no.
Yeah, she didn't do jack shit either. Yeah.
She served no purpose other than getting shot and being dragged.
Someone
Okay,
to-
would you
No.
rate the movie on 1 to 10, and would you recommend? And would you rewatch?
I wouldn't rewatch
I'll give it 5,000 stars out of 10,000 stars.
What the hell is that scale?
Okay.
Naveen, what are you
It's my
doing?
own scale, buddy.
Okay, then I'm bringing my own scale too then.
6 out
Yes,
of 10.
buddy.
6 out of 10 just for entertainment value, because I don't regret watching it, but I wouldn't watch it again.
I'll give it a Taurus out of the constellations. The film is
What the
very
fuck is that, dumb bitch?
well, the film is very aggressive. It's very fast paced. So I thought Taurus as a constellation would represent it very well. No, The film is
Okay,
like
boys. Now I like to
no,
okay.
no, wait, wait, I'll just say
Give
it. I'll just
give
say it.
a new rating. Wait, wait, wait.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
would like to give it 7,000 stars out of 10,000 stars.
Why
And
the
also, yeah, dude, I think I did not give it
enough
enough
stars?
credit to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I have my own scale.
Whoa,
Keshav,
nice.
Keshav, you do know that I am just posting the record, right? Because that's a very
And
good
nobody.
visual.
And nobody. This is for us.
Okay. That was a good visual joke, but well, damn it, audience can't see it. So, anyways,
Yeah, buddy.
I'm rating it a solid 6 out of 10. Well, Keshav, recommendation? Yes, no?
Dude, I would 100% recommend, dude. More than this, I would recommend you to, if you have time, I would like, I would recommend you to watch all three movies, dude. Start from the
The
first.
audience or us?
Everyone,
Okay.
even you guys, you all have to watch the first two films.
Hmm.
Navneet, the audience is us, bro. There's nobody else.
Look, guys, the first step is always positive mental attitude, okay? Come on.
Okay, let's not make this into a philosophical podcast, my friend. Let's
Now
just
it-
stick to bullshit.
Naveen, say, go ahead, Naveen. Would you recommend this film?
Dude, you didn't notice the kind of optimism that Navneet possesses there. He was like,
Too much optimism, bro.
dude, both of you, dude, about the audience and stuff. You think we'll have an audience, sir? And then y'all are here like, we are the audience, bro.
So, anyways, I would recommend this film. It's a one-time watch. It's not too horrible. It's not like, oh God, what is this film? It won't repulse anyone. Naveen, what about you? Wait,
One time watch, you can watch it again if you're drunk or high because you want to remember jack shit and the visuals look nice.
okay then. Well, any ending statements with this film?
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
What you gonna
you gonna
do?
do?
Come for
For
you.
you.
The ending was really nice. I felt it was a really cute way to end the film with them singing the song to that as a lullaby.
Mm.
Oh yeah, singing it to the baby, yeah, that was pretty nice. That was
Yeah,
pretty nice.
That was pretty wholesome. So, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for listening to Binge Don't Cringe, and we'll be back next time. Cut!
Thank you for watching, sir.